So I'm about 2 months into my 12-month bulk, and in this video I'm going to show you my progress so far. And I'll also talk about some changes I've made to my split, what I plan to eat, how many calories, and just my overall plan for this bulk. So let's go. Alright, so first let's start off with the split. So I'm running an upper lower rest split. And honestly, so far I've been loving it. After training 6 days a week with push-pull legs for 2 years straight and making no progress, this is probably my favorite split. My recovery is really well. I have time on the weekends to do things I enjoy and spend time with people I want to be with. It just frees up so much more time, and it just makes it that much more enjoyable to work out. And so yeah, so that's the split. Upper lower rest, upper lower rest, and I'm enjoying it so far, making progress every single week. Yeah, that's the split. On my first upper day, I'm doing about 9 exercises, and on my lower days, I'm doing about 7 exercises. I know it sounds like a lot. 9 exercises in one day is a lot, but I'm not doing that much volume. I'm only doing 2 sets max for every single exercise. My plan here is to actually experiment. So for the first half of the bulk, I will be doing a lot more volume. So like I said, 9 exercises. But after a few more weeks, I think after a few like 5-6 more weeks, I'm gonna change up some stuff. I'm gonna decrease the volume, and I'm gonna keep that volume for the next 3 months. After that 3 months, I'm gonna go back to higher volume. So that's my experiment, right? That's the way I'm approaching it. It gives me time to say, okay, I'm going balls to the walls with a lot higher volume, and also I have periods where the volume is not that high and recovery is higher. So I think for me that works best. So that's the plan. That's my plan in terms of the workouts for the split. So far, honestly, when it comes to how many sets I'm doing per muscle group, for my biceps, I have about 2. So for my biceps, I have about 8 sets total. Shoulders, 8 sets total. Quads, 8 sets total. For my chest, I have about 7 sets. 7 sets total for my chest. And back, lats 4, upper back 4. That's pretty much it. You don't need that much volume to build muscle. Honestly, before I was doing about 12 sets per muscle group when I was running push-pull legs, and I was not growing. So right now my recovery is high, training is high, and my training enjoyment overall is very high. So that's the split. And now next, let's talk about the calories. So far, every single time I post on my social media about like my progress, because I post weekly progress every single week. I show my weight and how many calories I'm eating at the time. Right now, my weight today, I woke up at about 63.85. Yeah, 63.85. And my calories are sitting at about 2,250 calories. Now you might think to yourself, dude, you're bulking. Why are your calories so low? Honestly, so far, I think it's very important to also mention that tracking food is actually not an exact science. If you guys don't know this, companies are allowed to be off by the calorie amount they put on the foods. So yes, while I do track everything, I could actually be eating more than I think I am. So far, my weight is not dropping. I'm progressing very well in the gym. My recovery is really well, and my sleep is very, very good. So there's no reason for me to actually increase my calories until I start plateauing, or if my weight starts going down. Like if the scale goes down, then I can increase my calories. But the point here is to build muscle, not fat. Build muscle. Building muscle takes such a long time, and a mistake I made with my previous bulk from last year was that I was chasing the scale a lot. Like literally, I was like, my weight needs to go up because I want to put on 10 kgs in 7 months. And I did do that. I did put on 10 kgs in 7 months, and I did make a lot of progress, but the fat that I put on was not necessary. You don't have to do that. The level of leanness that I have right now is where I plan to stay for pretty much the whole year. Yes, my weight will go up, but it will not go up by that much. I don't expect to gain 10 kgs in 10 months. Like that's not the plan. That is not going to happen. I'm not going to gain 10 kgs of muscle in 10 months, so I don't have to push that hard. So right now, when I started my bulk, I started at about 61.5 kgs on the 10th of January. And the pictures I'm gonna show you guys today are from March 10th. So literally 2 months in between. And honestly, while I do look at the pictures, the progress is not that much. I mean, it's only 2 months. But between those 2 months, I've gained about 2 kgs. My weight is 63.5, right? Last week when I took those pictures, and when I started, I was about 61.5. And so that's it, right? So I'm gonna show you guys the progress pictures and then we'll see how it goes. And let me know what you guys think. Because personally, I don't see that much progress in the pictures, which makes perfect sense. It's only been 2 months. But like this tank I'm wearing today, it's been a while since I recorded like a sitting down video. And I usually like to put on this tank because I think it looks the best. And I just put it on right now and I'm like, damn, I look kind of bigger. Like I remember 2 months ago, before I stopped, like the last time I wore it, I did look good, of course, like that's why I like it. But now I'm wearing it, I'm like, damn, like I look kind of bigger in it. Like, so I think I am making progress. It's just that I cannot see it. Maybe you guys can see it. So let me know in the comments and let me know what you think about the progress so far and how I'm approaching everything. So, but don't forget, I started posting my road to aesthetics. So I post about 2 videos a week showing my workouts for that week, my upper day and my lower day. And I'm showing all the progress, my thought process, the progress I'm making, and just overall what I'm doing in the gym. So if you guys, drop your boy a follow the journey. Let me know in the comments if you see anything that I'm doing that you think is off, or you have any suggestions for me for the videos. So please, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. So let's look at the pictures. Let's see the progress. I guess I need to explain the pictures because they are so similar. I want to make sure that, when I take these videos or pictures, they are in same lighting and I'm wearing the same shorts in every single picture. But the picture where I'm wearing the hat is now. And the picture where I'm not wearing the hat 2 months ago. Which should be obvious because I do look relatively leaner in that picture. Well, this was me 2 months ago. And as you can see, I do look very, very lean. My abs are a lot more defined. And like my lats, I feel like my left lat is popping a whole lot more. But that's just because I am that much leaner. And the picture where I'm wearing the hat is now. Honestly, when I look at these two, I don't really see that big of a difference, right? It's been 2 months, but I just want to keep track of everything to make sure, I'm making progress. So 2 months from now, 2 more months from now, so 4 months in, I'll also make this video again, looking at the progress. But yeah, so this is the front double biceps. When I'm looking at it, I feel like I do look bigger. Of course, it's 2 kgs of water and probably fat and some muscle. But I do think I do look a little bit bigger and less lean. Of course, it's only been 2 months. So yeah, so this is the front double bicep. Let's move over. I do see progress, man. I do see progress. Less lean, but I feel like my biceps might be a little bit bigger. Let's go. Okay, so that's the front double bicep. And let's move over to the... okay, so this is the tricep. No head 2 months ago, head now. Looking at these two, definitely put on some weight. I can definitely tell, because if you look at my lower body, like around the lower part of my abs in the old picture, there's a lot more loose skin, and there's not as much loose skin in the newer picture. And I do feel like the difference is not that much, but I feel like there is a little bit of a difference. If you can see it, let me know. But yeah, I'm just going through these, analyzing them, trying to see if there's anything. But my level of leanness has not changed dramatically, right? My calories are up. I've been reverse dieting very, very slowly. My sleep is great. My gym performance is great. And like progress is amazing. So I'm gonna stay at these calories until I stop either, until if my weight starts going down, then of course I'll increase the calories. But so far, yeah, looking good, man. The leanness has not gone away. This is very, very important. If you are trying to bulk, try to be as lean as possible. Go on a lean bulk. There is no reason to dirty bulk and put on an unnecessary amount of fat. I did that last year. I made a lot of progress, but it was definitely not worth it. Okay, let's try the other arm. I think my other arm looks a lot better. Like, looking at the picture with me with the hat on, because that's now, I do think my tricep, honestly, the difference is very, very minimal. I'm trying to analyze these pictures, but I can definitely see a difference. It's hard for me to communicate that difference, but if you look at my shoulders, it's a lot more veiny, which is actually surprising. Like, I'm a lot more vascular right now, which is actually pretty surprising, because I was at my leanest like there, but I'm not as vascular as I am right now. But my arm is a lot vascular right now than it was when I was at my leanest. So I think that's a good sign to me, man, because I am a lot more vascular right now than I was at the peak of my cut, which is crazy. But yeah, the progress, I definitely see it. Like, look at my arms, dude. Look at this. Like, look at the vein. Like, there's veins here that you don't even see on the other arm. That's crazy. Like, that is actually crazy. And I was at my leanest right here. No vein at all. Kind of crazy. But okay, let's move over to the back. Honestly, the hat is saving me because this was not even part of the plan. But if I did not have the hat on, I'd be so cooked. I wouldn't know which one is which. That is actually crazy. That is so crazy. But where's the hat? Where's the hat? When I was looking at these pictures at first, I was looking at them from my phone, but I can't open like two windows at the same time on my phone. So, but looking, and so I didn't really see a big difference because I would have to like look at this picture, immediately go to the next one, look at this one, go to, but now that they're here side by side, my back right now actually looks better. Or is it just me? Like, am I tripping? Am I being delusional? I was a lot lean. I was lean though. Holy crap, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I locked in. Like, damn. Like, it's actually like, that's crazy. Like, when I think about how I used to look, this is the stuff I used to dream about, bro. But yeah, looking at my back, I think my back right now looks a little bit better. Like, if you see the peaks of my biceps, they're also a little bit higher in the after picture. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gotta keep the same level of leanness, man. There's no reason for me to speed run through this. Like, I'm small. I need to build more muscle, but I don't need to build more fat in the same process. But this, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I'm very, very satisfied with how things are going. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm making progress, or I'm just spinning my wheels and I'm, wasting my time? But honestly, yeah, man, I think it's going well. My back definitely looks better. Definitely. I was a lot leaner in the before picture, of course, but I do think my back right now does look a little bit better. A little bit, a tiny bit better. But okay. Now let's look at the side bicep, side chest. Okay, so differences. Honestly, the biggest difference I see, especially with this arm, with my left arm, is that it's a lot more vascular than here, which is crazy because, like, look, I don't see any veins, right? I don't see veins at all, like, but I see veins in the current picture. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. So definitely making progress. The difference in terms of the size of the bicep or the size of the chest, honestly, I cannot tell. All I know is that I see more veins in the now than before. And I'll take that. I'll take that as progress. I'll take that as me doing something correctly. But so far, I'm satisfied with how things are going. I am. I weigh myself every single morning. My weight is steady. My performance is great. I like the foods I eat. I'm not constantly hungry like I was when I was cutting. Honestly, this is the best part about going to the gym. Being able to eat more and still look good. So yeah, I wonder, what do you guys think about the progress so far? I am so curious about what I will actually look like by the end of this. So 10 more months to go, man. I'll be doing this for literally 10 months. And I'll be posting on TikTok and Instagram my progress, my journey, and any changes I make. And so yeah, so far I am satisfied with how things are going. Something that I actually forgot to mention is some changes that I've made to my split. So in terms of my chest, I used to do about 8 sets in total, but I was actually not progressing on that third set, like on that second set on the machine bench. So I swapped it out to 1 set, and so far I'm progressing again. My strength is back. Because peak bulk, I was rubbing out 105 kgs on the machine bench, and then I took a two weeks off, a week off, and then I came back and I could not even pick up the 100, and I was shook. But this week I finally hit that 100 again, so that means the progress is back. After switching from 2 sets to 1 set, I'm progressing again. So I guess that goes to show you, man, you don't always need more. Because before, what I used to do is, if I was not progressing on an exercise, the first thing I would do was add another set. Stupid. If you're not progressing, it means you're not recovering. If you're not recovering, decrease the volume. I mean, how stupid was I? But yeah, I decreased the volume and now progress is back. And also, I was doing about 3 sets for my tricep on each day, but I noticed that on the JM press, the third set was stuck at the same weight for like 3 weeks straight. So what did I do? I decreased the volume. I took off that third set, and so far, progress is great again. I still do 3 sets of the single arm tricep push downs, but that's pretty much it, man. Things are going great so far. And also, finally, of course, I stopped squatting. After squatting for a year straight, honestly, I did not like it at all. Like, I thought squatting would blow up my legs and I'd look amazing. But lesson learned, there are no secret exercises. There's no such thing as you have to do it to blow up your chest, your bicep, your quads. It won't happen, bro. Do exercises that you actually enjoy and you will like your time at the gym. Today was leg day for me. I had an amazing time. Even though I think I'm getting sick, I had an amazing workout because I did not have to squat. I did not have to load my back. I don't like doing that. If there's any exercise you don't like, you don't need to do it. It's honestly literally that simple. So yeah, man, this is my road to aesthetics. I can't wait to see what I look like in 10 months. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.